Hi everybody, in this video I want to explain how you can leverage different new generative AI tools to speed up discovery research for your startup. And actually discovery research is a very essential part when you want to start building a startup. And it means we need to do real research into what kind of problem do we want to address, who is actually suffering from this problem, what is exactly the pain point that they are facing, what are existing solutions that already exist, and what are important trends that we can leverage when we want to solve this problem. So typically we need to spend a lot of time on doing in-depth research to get a very good understanding of the pain point and potential solutions. And I think today we have some GenAI tools available that can really help us in accelerating that process. And the first step in that respect is to leverage deep research. And let me show you what that means. So here I am in ChatGPT, and in ChatGPT today you can allow for deep research. So here I have my prompts. So I'm saying I'm a founder who wants to build an app to solve the following problem. People are struggling to monitor and pay their energy bills. And so I'm indicating here that I want to do discovery research, and I indicate which questions I want to answer in my discovery research, and then I can enable here deep research. And then when I press enter, typically it would ask me some additional questions. So let me show you kind of the questions that it asked me here. So I now need to go back up to my prompts. So here you see the questions that it asked me. So it asked me if I want to target a specific geography, a specific type of customers. And so then I actually told it, gave it some additional answers, saying that I'm focusing on Germany here. And then it enabled the deep research, and after a couple of minutes it produced for me an in-depth report that I then simply copy-pasted and created a PDF file out of that. And that's what deep research allows you to do. So it actually creates a very extensive report on the questions that I proposed, doing kind of intensive web research. Google also has a deep research option in Gemini, which is at the moment freely available. So I did actually the same in Gemini. So I actually simply copy-pasted the same prompt into Gemini, and also here it engaged in a deep research. And by coincidence, because I was in the Netherlands at that point in time, in this report it focused on the Netherlands, whereas the deep research report from ChatGPT focused on Germany. So that was the first step. I simply created two deep research reports, one using the OpenAI deep research option, and at the other side the Gemini option for deep research. So now I have two in-depth discovery research reports on the pain point that I wanted to solve. So then we can go to the next step, where I want to use NotebookLM. So let me show you how that looks like. So here we are in NotebookLM. Again, another tool of Google, and here I actually uploaded the two PDFs of the deep research reports that I have created in the prior step. So these are simply the two PDFs. And now actually here we can go to briefing doc, where it will actually create a summary of both documents. So now I can just press briefing, and then you will see it will start creating here a new note. And now the note is ready, so let's take a look at the note. And now again we get a kind of briefing document about energy bill management challenges and solutions in the Netherlands and Germany. And you will see this is a very structured document with an executive summary, landscape, vulnerable customers. So this is really what you want to get from a discovery research, in that description in this way, in a kind of bullet point style. So this is a very extensive summary of the documents. It can really be a good starting point for discovery research. And of course, this is not kind of fully replacing your own discovery research, but it will give you a very good starting point and will save you a lot of time. And actually, we can take it one step further. For instance, if we would like to build first kind of presentation of our discovery research, we can actually use Gamma nowadays to easily create a presentation out of this briefing. So let me show you how that works. So now we are in Gamma app, which is actually a GenAI tool to create easily presentations. And so here I can click on create new, And then I can say paste in text. And so now I simply paste in the briefing document that was created in NotebookLM. And it will ask me, what do you want to do? And so of course I want to create a presentation. I can continue. And now I will be kind of able to see the document again. You have here a number of options. So the language, actually, I will now put it into English, not in Dutch. So let me choose English here. It will generate images itself. So that's also nice. So we can just press continue. And then it actually gives me options, different styles for the presentation. So let's now simply use it that it chose itself. And so now I can press generate. And then you will see it will immediately start generating a kind of first draft summarizing the discovery research. Now my slide presentation is ready, so let's take a look. So this is the first slide with the introduction. Here you find some nice metrics, the vulnerable customer groups, customer pain points, challenges, the solution landscape, and so on. And of course, again, this is just the very first draft where I did not do anything, where I can now further improve the layout, also using generative AI, where I can really double check facts to make it even better. But you can see that in a very short amount of time, you can already create a very nice overview of some core discovery research from the startups. So I hope that can give you some inspiration for your own discovery research when building a startup. And thanks for watching the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.